Hey Candy Babies, what's going on? It's your favorite candy lady, Miss I Candy. So really quick, I'm going to do the review for the most recent episode of The Preachers of Atlanta. I have to call my boy Rob. It's the weekend, so I know he's busy. I'm going to try to get a Google Hangout with him before the next episode airs. I don't know what episode it is. I'll make sure it's in the title, but it's season 1, episode something. And being that I have a friend that's on the show, for this episode, the episode we've been waiting for him to turn up, it was hard to focus on anything else. So let me try to get through what I know of anything else. So the guy from Jagged Edge, remember the one that beat his fiance? He was on there with Pastor Kenton Jones and Pastor Kim. He's trying to, work on himself and what he did. He admit that he did do it. And his story possibly can be, a story for someone else to learn from. Just his testimony can help other people. So he did admit that he abused her. He's very sorry, remorseful for it. She forgave him. They got married, and it was a lot of counseling with them for that. Also, Pastor Judah was dealing with the situation with his father, and if he resented his parents or whatever for when he came out and how the mom knew all that situation. I have to rewatch it because I really wasn't focused on it, y'all. I really wasn't. I was focused on Leandria and Robert Hatcher. So, let me tell y'all what happened. So what had happened was Leandria is hosting this I Progress meeting at Rob's house. And she took it amongst herself to tell everybody this is going to be the house of refugees. Didn't ask Rob if his house was cool to use for this, but this is going to be the house of refugees. People are going to come in town and volunteer to help us go out on the streets. They need a place to stay. So they're going to stay at Rob's house. People are going to be in and out of the house. I didn't even tell Rob, but thank God and thank Rob because of Rob, we got a house. We don't have a building yet, but we got Rob's house, and we're going to use Rob's house because God put the vision on my heart for us to use this house, and it's gonna be, and that's that. And it was funny because Rob was trying to say something, but she kept cutting him off and not letting him actually say what he wanted to say. So he pulled him to the side a different day, and he's like, "Hey, remember, we had that meeting, the I Progress meeting. I had wanted to say something, but I didn't want to say it in front of everybody. I'm gonna have to say something because it's been going on for a while. I know I'm gonna stop if I don't say it to you, but we can't be using my house, okay? We gotta do something else. I can't do it." She said, "Well, look, this is our responsibility. This is the ministry. God has given me a vision, and it's our responsibility to get this done. These people need a place to stay." And he was like, "But it's my house." He said, "These people are my house, and they there, they eating my food, and they watching my cable, and they ain't paying no bills." He was like, "I'll pay the bills." She was like, "I'll pay the bills." He was like, "Oh, you pay the bills?" And she was like, "Yes, I'll pay you, and you pay for the stuff you gotta pay for, so I'll pay the bills." Child, look, now I was looking on Twitter and Instagram, and I was really trying to take myself out of the fact that I know Rob. But maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know, you tell me. But if my boss that I go and work for, I actually perform duties and do a job for, tells me that because they pay me for the work that I do, they get to move folks up in my house, I'm gonna have a problem with that. That ain't how it works, child. This is your vision. This is your ministry. I'm your road manager. I manage your singing career, boo-boo. Your singing career. Really? Y'all can just come to my house because you pay me for working for you? Girl, bye. Alright, y'all, sorry. I had to switch batteries because my battery died. Okay, but anyway, Leandria feels like because she pays Robert for being her road manager, that she pays for his house, so it's okay for her to have all of these people up in his house. And he said, "Look, I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm gonna flip out. I'm gonna kick everybody out." She said, "Now watch what you say. Watch what you say." And I was like, what does this mean? See, the thing is, y'all, I don't know if it's because we from the Midwest or something, that we act different or something. I was wondering, like, is it because I'm from where I'm from that I feel a certain kind of way, or do y'all feel the same kind of way I felt? I was looking on Twitter, and a lot of people were saying they felt, that it is tough to be in the ministry and you got to make sacrifices. I agree, but Leandria is in the ministry. My grandfather was a preacher. He was in the ministry. He and my nana made the sacrifices. He couldn't tell my parents, because we in the ministry, y'all gotta open up your house to everybody because this is my vision. You got a house. Why they go to your house? Why can't Leandria open up her house? Why they gotta be in my house? Okay, so let's fast forward. Robert gets frustrated some kind of way. They at his house and the people chilling and kicking it, and he like, okay, look, everybody, hey, this ain't to you, baby girl, because you just got here, but you, and you, Tasha, I don't know the names, but y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get the hell out of my house. I can't deal with this. Y'all gotta go. And he went upstairs and grabbed bags and started throwing bags, throwing shoes down the stairs, pushed the girl with the African hat out, like, get out, get out. She's like, get out of me, don't push me. He pushed him out of his house. And then he was like, I don't care, call Pastor Leandria, call whoever you gotta call, get out my house. So then, one of the guys was like, oh, I'm about to call. Oh no. And he picked up the phone. He like, Lee, you need to come over to Rob's house. He just kicked us out. And then the girl was like, I just got here from work. He was like, no, we was just doing what we were doing, was chilling. And he kicked us out and threw our stuff out. And the girl was like, I just get here from work and I kicked out. We can't get in. Where we gonna go? Leandria, okay, let me come. I'm on my way. So she like, oh my gosh, I have to put my shoes on, my clothes on, and head to Rob's house. She get to Rob's house and she like, what is going on? He like, hey, I already warned you. They gotta go. And she like, look, they can't go nowhere. We can't be kicking people out. This is the ministry. They here volunteering for the ministry. We here for our progress. They gotta stay here. This is what we do. And he like, I don't care. They gotta go. I'm sick of this shit. They got to go. And she's like, no, I'm gonna deal with you later. Whatever. Get out. And that's with that. So then Pastor Leandria talked to her husband to get some advice to see if she overreacted or if he understood where she was coming from. So she was like, man, you know, yesterday or the other day, whenever they filmed it, Robert kicked all the volunteers. I was like, yeah, I heard. What's going on with Rob? She was like, he kicked them out the house. He said, where did they go? Shh. I can't hear. I mean, they can hear you. Okay, so she was like, they didn't have nowhere to go. He said, where are they? She was like, I don't know. I don't even know. So that means you drove off and left them out there in the wilderness, ain't know where they was going to go, Leandria. How you going to just leave them? Why you want to say, okay, well, until we figure this out, y'all come over to my house. You ain't do that, though, Pastor Leandria. Why you ain't do that for your vision? I progress. You got a responsibility. But you let these folks be whatever, homeless. You ain't take them home with you, boo-boo. Why you take them home with you? I didn't understand that. But he was like, I can understand a little bit what Rob's coming from. I mean, it is his house and they might be trifling, not cleaning up. You know, she said, well, he needs to have some type of order and have some rules. You can't just be kicking people out or whatever. And he was like, what it is, Rob's house? She was like, no, it is the house of refugee. And he was like, Rob's house? Yeah. Okay, so clearly it's Rob's house. And I'm going to talk to Rob soon to get a little bit more understanding, because I want to know, is this Leandria's house that you staying in? Did Leandria buy the house for you? Is this your house? Even if, this is how I feel, y'all. I don't care if Leandria gifted Robert the house, okay, and said, hey, you have been with me since Sunday's best, right? Getting me these gigs, getting me these shmoneys, and this is the house for you for Christmas, because you know sometimes celebrities do that, and got in the house or whatever. It's his house. I don't care how he got it. I don't care whose it was before, what it is. It's his house. Okay, let's get that clear. So then Leandria meets with Rob, her husband, set it up, and they kind of work it out. You know, he's like, all right, I might have overreacted a little bit. I understand, I just was fed up and I'm back on board. So I called most of them, told them, you know what I'm saying? So I understand we got to do what's best. We serving God and we got to do what's best for God. Robert, you punked out, bruh, because you was right and she was dead ass wrong. Okay, she was wrong. I understand making sacrifices for the movement, but he had said they had been there for 6 months. And then she was like, I just need 2 more months. He was like, 2 months? Hold on. That means 8 months. You know how somebody say, I need to stay with you for just a week. And a week turned to 6 months, and 6 months turned into a year. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then the type of person that Rob is, he will let anybody up in his house. He will open his doors up to anybody. So honestly, I feel like the I progressment, and then hold on, Rob has a big family. let's be clear, he got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews. And we are all, most of us are in Cincinnati, his friends and family. So we go to Atlanta or to New York City if they want to visit Rob. They want to visit and turn up. So if I go to Atlanta to see Robert, who is actually one of my child's godfathers, if I want to go to Atlanta and see my friend, I gotta stay at the Sheraton Hotel because Leandria got all these volunteers staying at Uncle Rob's house. So we can't go stay at Uncle Rob's house. You know, like family can't stay. And Rob's the type of person that he hosts like get-togethers, gatherings, parties, birthday weeks, okay, party every day type of thing. People can't stay and kick it with him because he got our progress up in his house. So I understood the frustration. And I personally would have kicked them out too. I would have. It's time for y'all to go, Leandria. You need to move a little faster. Open up the church doors, open up your own house, getting some type of facility to house these folks. You should have a plan. The plan shouldn't be, oh, well, you got a house, so let's use your house. Because actually, boo-boo, you have a house too. And like Forrest said, when people was in our house, you know, it was crazy. So you ain't got people in your house no more, but you done moved them Rob. See, you ain't right. You got this big old mansion. Move them in, child, move them in. But what do y'all think about that? Like I said, I didn't watch the rest of it. I'm sorry. Charlie's in my head, not my heart. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.